Did you know in the past decade, 1/5 of the world's GDP, or more than $12 trillion, has been spent on projects each year, deeming project management a key skill set demanded by organisations around the world. Coinciding with this great demand is the need for globally accepted tools and standards on PM, especially in today's growing global economy. I'm fortunate enough to sit down with an expert in the field, Tian O'Connor, to talk about such tools and standards. Tian, can you tell us briefly about these?
Well, Lucy, the main purpose of tools is to help managers plan, execute, and control all aspects of the project management process. These tools ensure tasks are completed on time and staff workloads are balanced for optimal time management. Some common examples are the Gantt chart, PERT chart, and work breakdown structure. Project management standards, on the other hand, are essentially the rules and conventions that govern the way a project should be conducted. Usually a document, it's established by consensus and approved by a recognised body, providing for common and repeated use. Ultimately, its guidelines and characteristics are aimed at delivering optimal project achievement. Now, we all know a project is a unique set of processes whereby successful outcomes require deliverables conforming to certain requirements and constraints. And so, to do this, employing tools and complying with standards is strongly encouraged for organisations undertaking projects.
In reference to tools, can you tell us a little more about your favourite tool and why?
Lucy, my preferred tool would have to be the work breakdown structure. The WBS is a key project deliverable utilised by project managers to delegate and control large-scale projects in a more efficient and productive manner. The WBS is thought of as the backbone of a project, helping the transition of work from passive to action. This tool is my favourite due to its similar structure with the hierarchical system, where tasks are divided equally between the team. It's usually developed through a simple flowchart or table that outlines each necessary stage of the project. Commonly, 3 levels are used: project goal, project objectives, and activities. This allows for a simple planning process, achievable milestones to be accomplished throughout the development, and greater evaluation of each task, giving confidence in the stakeholders. The WBS allows for a project scope to be developed in order to provide a streamlined outlook on the entirety of the project, allowing greater time to be used in preparing the structure. However, I think that H. Vand hits it on the head with the importance of the WBS. He states, preparing it isn't a simple exercise of just delegating and subordinating tasks to each individual, but rather communicating with your team on what the requirements are and what are the appropriate steps needed to accomplish this.
And so, when undertaking a project, how do these work breakdown structures help manage risks?
So due to the physical nature of the WBS, if an element of the project is not well defined or understood, it is easier to identify it as a risk. This allows the risk to be monitored and tracked as the project progresses and resolved swiftly without the need to halt advancements. That is why the WBS is widely used by project managers.
That's great, Tian. Let's move on to standards. Can you give an example and explain how a project might benefit from complying with one?
Absolutely. ISO 21500 was developed after 5 years of project manager experts integrating their knowledge from reputable governing bodies in the profession, such as Project Management Institute and the International Project Management Association. It provides guidance on the concepts and processes of project management that are important for the success of projects. And it's no secret, structured application of knowledge and good practices proves for better project performance. Consistent with the Project Management Book of Knowledge, ISO 21500 enables the individual, the organisation, and all project stakeholders to speak one language in project environments. And yes, that includes cross-borders, with multiple nationalities and organisations involved. That's the beauty of the International Standard Organisation. It's instantly recognised worldwide, it's rich in history for instigating effective project management.
Sounds great, Tian. So what exactly does it have to offer?
Lucy, it consists of 4 main parts: the scope of the guideline, terms and their definitions pertaining to increased communication dynamics, descriptions of project management concepts, and finally, the key inputs and outputs for 39 project management processes. But perhaps what's so unique about the standard is that it defines the processes, inputs and outputs, but not the tools and techniques, which is precisely where Agile fits in, a practice that's becoming increasingly more prominent and favourable.
And so what are the advantages of complying with this standard?
Lucy, having identical processes for all projects ensures all work is synchronized to minimize shortcomings. ISO 21500 does not discriminate between project size, and quality is a unanimous expectation. Making for a competitive edge, it increases customer satisfaction and bolsters teams' growth and development, offering the potential to drive organizational maturity to the next level, which is actually a common weakness in project teams.
Well, Tian, it's been great having you share your insights. Thanks for speaking with me.